Hey kids, let's go way back this week. Back to the time of the Revolution. Are you ready? December of 1776 was a rough time for the Revolution. The Continental Army had just been beaten down and chased out of New York after taking cover in Manhattan. They were getting spanked, and George Washington, well, he was getting pissed off. They were all but beaten, and the next few days would determine what language I'm going to tell you this story in right now. Well, the Stars and Stripes are flying proudly over Grunt style as we speak, so spoiler alert, George Washington decided he wasn't going to take any more shit from these Hessian bastards. On the night of December 25th, Washington ordered his troops to cross the frozen and very treacherous Delaware River, where they would convene on the other side and march the 9 miles south to take the British and German troops by surprise in the early morning hours. Leading the charge was George himself, lugging his giant brass balls along in a goddamn wheelbarrow. They didn't paint it like that, but I'm sure that's how it happened. They marched down into Trenton and proceeded to slice throats, cave in some nutsacks, and beat the ever-living shit out of the very men who had run them out of town. They took prisoners back across the Delaware and went back again to get some fucking more. They assaulted through Trenton and kicked Sac again on the 2nd of January. They continued to push on towards Princeton, and on the 3rd, they slapped the shit out of those bastards there too. Once word spread that George was kicking ass and taking names, the morale amongst the Continental Army started to get much better, and long story short, well, we're all Americans now. Have a good night.